Chosen ones, you stand on the threshold of a great unveiling. It's not merely about the forces around you, it's the power stirring within, an ancient energy that lies deep in your spirit. For so long it was hidden, waiting until you were ready. And now, as you walk this path, the world can feel the shift. But here's the thing. This energy is a gift, a responsibility, and yes, a source of fear for those who don't understand it. The awakening isn't a loud announcement. It's a subtle, steady growth, almost invisible to the untrained eye. You might already sense it in the way others respond to you, an edge in their tone, a hesitation in their step. They may not understand why, but your presence stirs something within them, something they cannot control or explain. That's where the power lies, chosen ones, in the quiet yet unmistakable authority you now carry. Are you ready to uncover this strength, to let it be the force that guides you? In every soul marked as a chosen one, there exists a strength lying dormant, an untapped power that emerges with purpose. This awakening doesn't come with loud declarations or dramatic gestures. It's the subtle alignment with a destiny beyond the ordinary. Your journey to discover this hidden strength starts with recognizing that what makes you different is precisely what sets you apart for something great. Imagine the first stirrings of this power as an ember, faint but warm. The more you learn to trust and nurture it, the brighter it glows. With time, you will notice how your perceptions deepen and how situations that once intimidated you now seem like mere ripples in the vast ocean of your awareness. This is not coincidence. It is instead the design of something higher, something that calls you to rise. Every chosen one faces moments of doubt. It's natural to wonder if the whispers in your heart are truly meant for you. But remember, even Yeshua felt the weight of his calling and the quiet courage it demanded. In the same way, your strength grows each time you choose to walk forward, even when the path seems unclear. Now, as you feel this strength awakening within you, the question becomes, how will you let it shape your world? The path isn't always clear, but with each step, you come closer to understanding the reason this power has been placed within you. And with this understanding comes a responsibility to wield this power with purpose and patience. Are you willing to see where this strength leads, to trust the guidance that has been placed within you? As a chosen one, your light radiates with a unique energy that can't be easily ignored. This radiance comes not from worldly achievements, but from a place far deeper, a place that others may not even understand. In the presence of your light, unseen forces, both physical and spiritual, take notice. There are those who would rather you remain unseen, unnoticed, and in the shadows, but they cannot control what is destined to shine. Your light has a way of unsettling things, of disrupting what would otherwise stay concealed. When you walk into a room, there's a silent recognition that goes beyond words, a stirring that causes others to glance your way, even if they can't pinpoint why. Those who feel the force of your light may react in different ways. Some may be drawn to you, sensing a warmth they can't explain, while others may distance themselves, repelled by an unknown force. This is the impact of your presence. To understand this, think of how light in nature exposes the hidden. Shadows recede, and everything once concealed is laid bare. Your light has a similar effect, bringing clarity to things both seen and unseen. It's not something you consciously aim to do, but rather a natural consequence of your spiritual awakening. It makes people uneasy because it reveals truths they'd rather not confront. This journey will show you how to navigate a world where not everyone is comfortable with what you bring. Your presence alone is a challenge to certain energies that thrive in darkness. Yet, your light is also your protection. It acts as a shield, a beacon that signals to higher realms that you are here on a mission. When fear creeps in, remember that this light is a part of you, a constant reminder that you walk with a purpose, one that cannot be dimmed. The path forward may not be easy, but with each step, your light grows stronger. How will you choose to shine next, even when the world feels unsettled by your glow? As chosen ones, there's a paradox within you, a duality of light and shadow, strength and vulnerability. The journey to fully awaken involves not only embracing your light, but also acknowledging the shadows within. This isn't about glorifying darkness, but understanding that within every soul lies both the capacity for greatness and the potential for struggle. To deny the shadow is to deny a part of yourself. The world often teaches us to fear or suppress our darker inclinations. But what if they hold keys to deeper wisdom? This doesn't mean indulging negative impulses, but rather recognizing that every part of you has something to teach. By embracing the shadow, you honor your whole being, not just the parts that seem pure or acceptable. It's in this wholeness that true power emerges. Yeshua himself recognized the presence of human frailty and the internal battles each of us faces. His teachings didn't shy away from acknowledging the struggles of the soul. Instead, he brought them to light with compassion and wisdom. In a similar way, your journey toward embracing your shadow is an act of self-compassion, a way of saying, I see and accept all parts of myself. As you walk this path, you'll begin to notice how integrating your shadow strengthens you. It grants you resilience, the kind that can't be shaken by outside forces. You become less affected by the judgments or doubts of others because you know and accept who you truly are, flaws and all. This balance allows you to channel your power with intention rather than letting unexamined emotions steer your actions. In moments of self-reflection, ask yourself, what lies hidden in my shadow, waiting to be understood? What lessons might I learn if I lean into this part of myself rather than avoiding it? By doing so, you'll find that the shadow, once feared, becomes a guide, helping you uncover a strength that can only be found by walking through the darkness. Are you ready to embrace the shadow within and unlock the deeper wisdom it holds? There comes a moment in every chosen one's journey when purpose and power align. You are not here by accident. There is a divine intention woven through your life, guiding you towards something greater than yourself. But this purpose isn't just about light and ease. It requires strength, resilience, and the willingness to confront both seen and unseen forces. The power within you, though often misunderstood, is integral to fulfilling this purpose. As you walk this path, you may notice how your presence alone can shift the energy around you. This isn't about wielding power recklessly, but about learning to use it responsibly. Your purpose has granted you access to abilities that others may fear or resist, yet these gifts were given for a reason. Each challenge you face is a step toward understanding how to harness this strength with wisdom and discernment. In the quiet moments, remember that you are not alone in this journey. Yeshua, too, understood the weight of divine purpose, feeling the pull of a calling that others could not comprehend. His strength came from unwavering faith in his mission, even when the world doubted him. Similarly, your journey requires a steadfastness that sees beyond the immediate struggles and into the purpose that fuels them. This power within you, this dark strength, is not meant to harm, but to heal, to break down barriers, and to forge new paths. It's a force that, when aligned with divine purpose, becomes unstoppable. You are here to shift realities, to bring light where there is confusion, and to act as a vessel for something much greater. Yet, the road ahead will ask you to be vigilant, to remain rooted in your mission, and to never lose sight of the purpose that guides you. As you consider the alignment of power and purpose, ask yourself, how will I use this strength to fulfill the calling placed upon me? And more importantly, how will I ensure that this power remains in service of the divine rather than personal gain? Are you prepared to let your purpose and power become one, to walk forward with both conviction and humility? As chosen ones, there is a subtle wisdom that calls to you, a voice that speaks not with grand gestures, but in quiet moments. This is the wisdom of Yeshua, who knew the depth of human struggle and the quiet strength required to rise above it. His teachings are not always loud. They are often like whispers in the heart, guiding you gently, reminding you of your purpose and the path that lies before you. In this journey, you will face those who misunderstand you, who see your power and respond with fear or resentment. But remember that Yeshua himself walked a similar path, misunderstood and often challenged, yet unwavering in his mission. His strength came not from force, but from a quiet confidence, a deep-rooted knowledge of who he was and the truth he carried. His example shows that true power doesn't need to overpower others. It stands firm, even in silence, even in solitude. You too carry a similar wisdom, a knowing that guides you when the world around you feels chaotic or uncertain. In moments of doubt, tune into this inner voice, this quiet yet powerful guidance that has been placed within you. It's here to remind you that you are never truly alone, that the divine presence is with you, supporting you, and that your strength lies as much in patience as it does in action. This whispered wisdom teaches you to choose your battles wisely, to understand that not every challenge requires a response. There is power in restraint, in knowing when to act and when to remain still. Just as Yeshua's words were few but filled with meaning, so too should your actions reflect purpose over impulse. Each step you take becomes a reflection of the deeper wisdom within, a sign of your alignment with something greater than yourself. Are you ready to listen to the quiet voice of wisdom, to let it guide you through the storms and to embody the strength it brings? As a chosen one, you have likely sensed that certain energies and influences can affect you more deeply than they do others. This heightened sensitivity is part of your unique gift, but it also calls for boundaries that go beyond the ordinary. Protecting your energy is not just a practical need, it is essential to fulfilling the purpose for which you have been chosen. Learning how to guard yourself, both spiritually and emotionally, allows you to remain steadfast on your path, undisturbed by forces that seek to drain or distract you. The world may not understand these boundaries. People might wonder why you choose solitude over gatherings, or why you retreat when energy around you feels heavy. But you know that in a world filled with constant noise, stepping back allows you to preserve your essence and keeps your spirit in tune with higher guidance. Boundaries are not barriers to others. They are the structure within which your true self can thrive. Imagine these boundaries as a shield, one that is both strong and flexible. Just as warriors wear armor to guard against physical harm, your spiritual boundaries act as armor for your soul. They are not rigid walls, but intentional choices that let in only what aligns with your purpose. With each step, you grow more discerning, more aware of how each interaction, each conversation, and even each thought affects your energy. One of the key practices for setting such boundaries is learning the art of saying no without guilt. This is not selfishness, it is wisdom. When you protect your time, energy, and mental space, you become more available for the things that truly matter. Yeshua himself often withdrew from crowds to pray, to reconnect, to renew his strength. He understood the importance of stepping back, of setting boundaries, so that he could serve with greater clarity and purpose. In the same way, you are called to honor your own needs, to take moments of rest and reflection. These boundaries also extend beyond people. They apply to habits, environments, and even thoughts that may drain you. Every choice you make either strengthens your shield or leaves gaps in it. It's easy to overlook this, to assume that small actions don't matter, but each one contributes to the larger tapestry of your spiritual resilience. By setting firm boundaries, you claim your power and let the world know that you are not available for anything that does not align with your purpose. But setting boundaries is not just about saying no, it's also about saying yes to what nourishes your spirit. Surround yourself with people, places, and practices that uplift you, that remind you of your purpose. Each positive influence reinforces your shield, making it easier to recognize and avoid what drains you. You will find that the more you nurture your spirit, the clearer your boundaries become, as if the very fabric of your soul knows what it needs to thrive. So, how will you start setting these boundaries? Begin by listening to your intuition, that inner voice that knows when something isn't right. Trust it. Use it to guide your choices, to shape your interactions, and to create a life that honors the calling within you. Each time you honor your boundaries, you step more fully into your power, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Are you prepared to guard your spirit fiercely, to create space for growth, and to protect the gift that lies within you? As chosen ones, there is a mystical quality to your journey, a sense that something larger than yourself is unfolding, even if you cannot always see it clearly. The power you carry is not just about physical strength or outward influence. It is the ability to shape reality through intention, faith, and alignment with a higher purpose. This is the art of manifesting miracles, of bringing forth what seems impossible to those who lack spiritual sight. In a world that often relies on proof and logic, your path calls you to embrace the unseen, to trust in forces that others might dismiss. The energy you carry is a bridge between what is and what could be. This is not about demanding miracles or expecting the universe to bend to your every desire. Instead, it is about aligning yourself so deeply with your purpose that the universe works with you, not for you. Imagine each intention as a seed, planted with care and nurtured through faith. Every thought, every word, every action is like sunlight and water to these seeds, bringing them closer to fruition. This is the quiet yet profound process of manifesting, one that requires patience, trust, and unwavering focus. You are not here to force miracles, but to create an environment where they naturally take form. At the heart of this is the mystery, the willingness to step forward even when the path ahead is unclear. Yeshua often spoke in parables, using stories that required listeners to look deeper, to see beyond the surface. He understood that true wisdom lies in mystery, in the spaces where logic cannot tread, but where faith can thrive. In the same way, your journey as a chosen one involves embracing what cannot be explained or proven, trusting that your faith will lead you to where you need to be. As you navigate this process, you may find that miracles come in ways you did not expect. They may not always look like grand displays or instant solutions. Sometimes, a miracle is a small but profound shift in perspective, a moment of clarity, or a quiet sense of peace that arises amid chaos. These are just as powerful, if not more so, because they remind you that the divine is at work within you and around you. To manifest miracles, stay connected to this mystery, allowing yourself to be both grounded in purpose and open to possibility. Your role is not to control, but to trust, to act with intention, and to let go of the outcome. This openness creates space for the divine to work through you, for miracles to arise not by your will alone, but by the harmony between your soul and the greater forces at play. So, how will you cultivate this ability to manifest through mystery? Start by embracing the unknown, by allowing yourself to feel at home in spaces where answers aren't immediate. Let your faith be the guiding force, trusting that what you need will come when the time is right. Are you ready to step into the mystery, to trust in the unseen, and to let miracles unfold naturally? As a chosen one, you possess a power that many cannot fully understand, a strength that comes not from intimidation or force, but from an inner resolve that refuses to be shaken. This strength often elicits fear in others, not because of what you do, but because of what you represent. Your unwavering confidence, your commitment to truth, and the light within you stir up something deep within others that they may not even recognize. For some, your presence is a reminder of what they have chosen to ignore within themselves. Fear, as you may already know, is a powerful force. It can drive people to act in ways they wouldn't normally consider, leading to hostility, envy, or even avoidance. But your power over fear is not about inciting it in others. It's about transcending it within yourself. The more you align with your purpose and trust the journey, the less power fear has over you. And as fear loses its grip on you, those around you take notice. Think of how many times Yeshua faced fear and opposition from those who couldn't understand his message. His calm demeanor, his unwavering focus on his mission, these were enough to unsettle those who held tightly to fear. His strength lay in his refusal to let external circumstances dictate his path. Similarly, you are called to walk a path where fear may surround you, yet it does not enter you. This kind of resilience is rare, and it commands attention. Your power over fear also reveals the insecurities of others. They may see you moving through challenges with confidence and wonder why their own fears hold them back. Some may admire this quality in you, seeking your guidance or presence for comfort. Others, however, may react defensively, even attempting to undermine your progress to preserve their own sense of control. These reactions are not yours to carry. They are a reflection of what others see within themselves when confronted with the light you embody. In moments when you sense fear or resistance from others, remind yourself of your purpose. You are here to walk a path that aligns with truth, not to be swayed by the doubts or fears projected onto you. Each time you encounter opposition, see it as a reflection of your impact, a sign that your light is recognized even by those who struggle to accept it. Let their reactions remind you of your own strength, rather than allowing them to question your path. The true power over fear comes from trusting in something greater, from believing that you are supported by forces unseen. This trust creates a foundation so strong that nothing external can shake it. You are no longer bound by the opinions of others or the fear they carry. Instead, you walk forward with a sense of calm, grounded in the knowledge that your power lies within. So, how will you use this power over fear to continue moving forward? Each step you take with confidence inspires others to confront their own fears, whether they realize it or not. You are not here to convince anyone or to prove anything. Your very presence is enough to shift the energy around you. Are you prepared to hold this power, to walk with strength that defies fear, and to let your light shine regardless of who may be watching? In a world that often equates strength with loudness, you, as a chosen one, embody a different kind of resilience, one that is quiet, steadfast, and unbreakable. This resilience isn't about shouting your victories or displaying your strength for all to see. Instead, it's a quiet power that sustains you through trials, that helps you rise again even when no one is watching. Your journey as a chosen one calls for this kind of inner strength, a silent force that can endure storms and remain unshaken. The silent resilience you carry is rooted in your faith and your connection to the divine. It is this trust that allows you to stand firm when others falter, to keep going when the path becomes difficult. Just as a tree stands tall through fierce winds because its roots run deep, your resilience comes from a place within that is grounded, unwavering. This inner strength is what makes you resilient, not because you avoid struggle, but because you are willing to face it with a quiet determination. Yeshua, too, demonstrated this silent resilience. He moved with purpose, speaking truth and embodying love, even when those around him misunderstood or opposed him. His strength was not in grand displays, but in his unyielding commitment to his mission. His resilience was in his ability to remain calm in the face of adversity, to continue his path without letting the noise of the world disrupt his focus. In a similar way, you are called to walk with quiet strength, trusting that the path ahead will be revealed with each step you take. This resilience also allows you to handle criticism, judgment, and even isolation without losing your sense of self. As a chosen one, not everyone will understand or support your journey. Some may question your choices, while others may distance themselves, unable to comprehend the depth of your calling. But this is where silent resilience becomes your greatest ally. You do not need external validation, for your strength comes from a source that cannot be shaken by the opinions of others. In the quiet moments, this resilience reveals itself. It's in the way you rise each day, regardless of what you face. It's in your willingness to keep going, even when the world feels heavy. This silent strength may go unnoticed by many, but it is recognized by the divine, and it is precisely what makes you capable of carrying out your mission. It's a reminder that you do not walk this path alone. There is a presence guiding and supporting you, even when the journey feels solitary. Ask yourself, how can you cultivate this silent resilience further? Consider the practices, people, and environments that strengthen you, and let them be a part of your daily life. With each experience, you are building a foundation that can weather any storm, a strength that shines quietly yet powerfully. Are you prepared to let this silent resilience be your guide, to walk forward with unshakable trust in your purpose, and to embody a strength that does not need to be seen to be felt? As you reach this point in your journey, chosen one, you may feel the fullness of the power within you, a power that others cannot easily understand or ignore. You have moved through struggles, faced doubts, and cultivated a resilience that speaks louder than any words ever could. Now, as your light shines more brilliantly, those who doubted or misunderstood you will see the transformation you have undergone, even if they cannot grasp its depth. Let them watch, let them wonder, and let them be in awe of what you have become. Your journey was never about proving yourself to others, yet there is something undeniably powerful in allowing your growth to be seen. The very ones who may have questioned you, doubted your strength, or dismissed your journey will witness the unfolding of your true purpose. In this moment, your power is not only for yourself, it becomes a source of inspiration and transformation for others. By standing firm in who you are, you give others permission to explore their own paths, to confront their own fears, and to search within for the strength they may not yet recognize. Think of how Yeshua's presence alone was enough to shift the energy around him. He didn't seek to impress. He simply walked in truth, and those with open hearts were drawn to his light. His journey serves as a reminder that true power lies in authenticity, in living out one's purpose without the need for validation. Like him, you walk forward, aware that the path you're on isn't for everyone to understand, but for those ready to receive it. As you continue, you may notice that the reactions of others have less effect on you. Their praise or criticism becomes background noise, secondary to the guidance that comes from within. This freedom allows you to focus on your purpose without distraction, to let your light shine even brighter, unencumbered by the opinions of those who do not see your vision. Your power becomes undeniable, not because you demand attention, but because it naturally draws the eyes of those around you. Now, you might ask yourself, how will you use this power? Your journey has taught you to move with intention, to walk with integrity, and to act with love even when misunderstood. You are here not to overpower, but to inspire, to lift others through the example of your resilience, and to remain grounded in a strength that can withstand any challenge. Let them watch, for in doing so, they may begin to see the light within themselves, sparked by the reflection of what you have become. As you stand in this place of newfound power, embrace the journey that has brought you here, the struggles, the revelations, the quiet moments of growth. Let the world see, not because you seek approval, but because your light is too powerful to remain hidden. And remember, this is just the beginning. Your purpose continues to unfold, and with each step, you are shaping a path not only for yourself, but for all those who walk beside you. Are you ready to move forward, to let your light shine freely, and to let them watch in awe as you fulfill the purpose for which you were chosen?
Chosen ones, if you enjoy our videos and would like to support our channel, feel free to buy us a coffee. The link will be in the description below. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.